What's up, everybody? It's Noah, and welcome back to some more Heroes of the Storm free-to-play. Yesterday's upload featuring ETC and the first victory in a very long time unfortunately came without voice audio, and I apologize for that. I was recording some guitars on my computer earlier in the day and had to screw around with device settings in Cubase and apparently accidentally disabled my microphone, although it didn't display it on the control panel for me. So sorry about that, and also sorry about not getting that patch video to you. Uh, when I originally said that I was going to record that immediately after my gameplay video for that day, I absolutely tried to, but I realized too late that apparently Fraps has issues with recording the desktop on Windows 10. There's not really a workaround for this with Fraps, so I tried out a couple other video recording programs to try and record the desktop, but I really wasn't getting satisfactory results, excuse me. Uh, if any of you guys have any ideas for programs that would be solid just for doing that, that have, decent quality and take external audio, that would be great because it's a video that I really want to do, but until then it is going to be delayed until I can find another solution or until the patch comes out and I could probably view the notes in the launcher itself. So, anyway, with that being said, the next quest that we got is actually a specialist quest. We have nothing but class quests right now, which means we can basically play whatever we want. But what we're going to be playing is Greymane. Greymane's a character that I have some experience with, not like a tremendous amount, but the main reason I'm playing him is because there's been a lot of, very, very borderline competent free week Greymanes this week, and I kind of want to play him just to beat the free weekers to the punch, because I have played a decent number of games with him on my main account. He's a pretty fun character. I haven't played him since the recent nerf to his cocktail build, but from what I hear, cocktail is still the way to go, so we're probably going to be going with that. And anyway, let's just jump into a game and see what we can get done. See you in a moment. Alright guys, we're zoning in on Battlefield of Eternity, and I want to jump right into the team comps because I'm so excited because we actually have a good one. It's myself as Greymane, ETC, Lieutenant Morales, Kael'thas, and Muradin versus Kerrigan, Tassadar, Tyrael, Sonya, and Lili. Oh my god, these are comps that could actually work, guys. I'm going to be taking Perfect Aim at level 1. I take Scented Tincture if there are stealthers on the enemy team, but in this case there are not, so I'm just going to be going with that. Looks like the team is really stacking bot for some reason. I don't know if they're trying to rush in and get a kill or something. The way I see it, I'm going to be kind of skirting around the edges of fights a lot, just because they do have a lot of dive potential with Tyrael and with Kerrigan, and I don't want to be caught in that. It's going to be ETC's job basically to peel for Kael'thas, and Muradin's to a lesser degree, but I think that he's going to be a bit more reliable in terms of damage. So, as you can see, one of the nice things about playing Greymane is just the amount of sustained damage that you can really put out. As you can see, I'm doing a lot to that Tassadar, and fairly safely at that, just because of my inner beast. I am going to stay ranged for the time being. I am not going to dive with a Dark Flight against these guys because it's just too easy to overextend and get yourself hurt that way. Tassadar is doing a pretty good job trying to kind of zone us out, but here I will jump in just a little bit, and then I will pull back and I use my disengage, just make sure that I'm safe, and I'm going to heal up. Kind of sucks that Morales isn't up here, but I think it's probably worthwhile for her to be down there as well, so I'm not going to complain too much. So we do have Immortals coming up shortly. That's all good because as Greymane, I'm going to be very good at burning those Immortals down. So I am going to head my way down there. Hopefully I don't get interrupted. But I'm not sure what ETC is doing. I would really like to get in here and start doing damage to it. And that's what I'm going to do, just kind of passively. I'm not going to overextend. Oh boy. I really need you to peel for me. Help me, please. God, please peel for me. I don't know what ETC's doing, but he's not doing anything to assist me whatsoever. I'm going to have to back for health now, just because I'm so low. I don't know what he was doing. He was, like, running next to me. You know, if he could have thrown out a power slide or something, that would have been really nice. The problem is that I can't disengage unless I'm in Worgen form, and getting into Worgen form necessitates me hitting Dark Light, which is a dive ability. So we're going to get in here, we're going to start safely poking a little bit, and here we're going to go in on the Sonya. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out, but I will be able to get in here and do a decent amount of damage anyway. So I think it's about time we head up and start working on this Immortal. I'm about to have Inner Beast back up. And with that, I'm going to do as much damage as I possibly can to this Immortal. As you can see, I am burning it down pretty quickly by myself, just the assistance of a little bit of ETC. Now, if ETC could go off and help out Kael'thas, I think that'd be pretty cool, but okay. Oop. Oh. Unfortunately, I did not anticipate her juke well enough, and our Kael'thas and Muradin fall. Fortunately, I think we're going to be able to burn this down pretty quickly. Oop. Oh boy. Need you to peel. Need you to peel. Can we get her? Can we get her? Oh god, please. I just want to kill that Sonya, who's actually doing an amazing job of zoning me away. Taking Drought Overflow because, again, we're going basically a cocktail build, but now I'm going to get in here in Worgen form and just work on burning down this Immortal. That was a good distraction on the part of the Sonya, and I'm genuinely surprised she managed to get away. She clearly knows her limits pretty well, but apparently not quite enough as Muradin manages to take her down. So we have managed to secure that first Immortal. I'm feeling pretty good about our gameplay so far. I'm going to get in here and chase these guys off to whatever degree I am able to, which may actually be not a whole lot. Okay, there's Kael'thas, and I'm definitely going to just head out of here, use my disengage. Oh no, Muradin, what are you doing going so deep? We should be able to take out this Tyrael without too much trouble. There we go, but ETC unfortunately might die from the blast. Oh boy, we got our Kael'thas going super deep. I'm going to head bot to continue to soak that lane because most of the rest of the team is heading up there, and I want to make sure that we're not losing out on any tasty experience while we're doing this. So, just going to passively push the lane and soak. I'm going to use Inner Beast just to speed up the process a little bit. We're about a half level ahead of the enemy team right now, and most of the friendly team has gone to push with the Immortal. I firmly believe you should always have one person soaking the opposite lane from where the Immortal is pushing. Sometimes you might like to actually split push, letting the Immortal especially get like a full shield Immortal. Split push just in terms of the team going to the opposite lane with only like one person pushing the lane with the Immortal, but you know, it always depends. Taking Incendiary Elixir at level 7, continuing our full cocktail build. I'm staying in Worgen form a lot more than I typically do when I'm using Greymane, but that's really kind of a map-specific thing. If this was not Battlefield of Eternity, I wouldn't be doing it, but the extra burn it allows me to put down on the Immortal in those situations I think is just too valuable. Okay, they're running off, so I'm not going to bother getting involved in that engagement. It might have been a good idea, too. We probably could have picked up some kills if I was there to kind of flank the enemy team, but at the same time, the experience I gained from that might have been lost by not having someone to soak down here, so ultimately it ends up being 6 of one, half dozen of the other. As you can see, we're just kind of like freely pushing here. No one's really doing anything, no one's coming to respond, but unfortunately it looks like the friendly team has committed too hard to that engagement, resulting in the death of Muradin and ETC. So, I'm thinking, yeah, I need to head up there. Alright. I wanted to see if I could just continue to soak, but this is getting a little bit too hectic over here, especially with the amount of healing that the Lily and Tacit are able to put out. So we're going to get in here, start throwing out cocktails, and start auto-attacking whenever possible. I got blinded there. That's not a big deal, though. Going to throw out some more cocktails. As you can see, that spread damage is really effective. I want to get in here, but I also don't want our Morales to get bodied because everyone's just ignoring her. I do manage to secure a kill on the Tyrael, which is pretty cool. And just going to start auto-attacking away there. I don't think I'm going to, unfortunately... Can I get her? Nah. No, these won't be kills, but we have managed to take out that fort, and Immortals are back up with 3 of the enemy team down, so if we wanted to get ambitious, we probably could go for that Bruiser camp, but I'd say that's just too dangerous with the death timers still being so short. Now, the reason I did not immediately go in there is because typically the first thing the Immortal does is it procs the AoE stun in melee range, so you want to trigger that when you're a melee assassin instead of going in there, so... Okay, we got a big engagement going in there. They're diving Morales super hard. Unfortunately, she is going to die, and I am going to be forced to get out of here as well. They're really diving me super hard. I'm not sure why. I don't think I'm doing the most damage on the team. Maybe I am. Okay, so we got Go for the Throat now. Obviously not going to be using it right now. Unfortunately, our Muradin is going to be body blocked pretty hard right there. I'm going to rush in here and drink from my sippy cup before I get back involved with that engagement. Medevac is coming in. I'm surprised that she took Medevac on this map. It'd be, Stim Drone would be really effective on something like me, I think. I'm going to ignore that Tyrael and just concentrate on burning the Immortal. As you can see, the amount of siege damage that I'm dumping down is, like, really pretty crazy. Even now, like, just because I've got that combo going with my Inner Beast, it's a tremendous amount of damage. So it looks like Morales... Okay, she is healing me up now. That's good. Can we get in here onto this Kerrigan? Okay, I used to Go for the Throat. Can I get her? Unfortunately not. I kind of wasted that, but didn't anticipate just how far I was going to dive. We can easily pick up this Sonya, though. There's no reason that we can't. There we go. That's good. Muradin is going in super deep. I don't know if I really recommend this course of action, but hey, if he's committing, we have to as well, unfortunately. Oh. Unfortunately, I am the one that has been left out in the cold now, but fortunately I'm able to disengage and everything is okay. Rest of the team is concentrating on burning down the Immortal. That's good. Unfortunately, our Kael'thas is basically out of mana right now. We still have ults and the enemy team doesn't, but I think we've blown most of our ults already. Oh, sick mosh pit on the part of ETC right there. We're not able to, like, completely capitalize off it. Actually, not able to capitalize at all, unfortunately. I just end up getting killed. The Tyrael, as well as the ETC. That's my first death of the game. I'm not too disappointed over that. But yeah, as you can see, me and Kael'thas are massively leading in terms of damage. Muradin's going in to attempt to burn down the Immortal, but Kael'thas has kind of been routed in top lane, which is a problem. I don't know if... Okay, she does have Medevac, so I'm going to get in with her, and there we are. Oh, that's too bad. She doesn't wait for the ETC. Fortunately, we managed to burn down the... Oh boy. I need healing beam on me, please. Do I get her with the Go for the Throat? Yes. I do manage to get her. Not bad. Now we're going to go in on the Kerrigan. It's probably our next target, but it looks like she will get away, so we're going to concentrate on the Tyrael instead. That Tyrael is concentrating super hard on our Lieutenant Morales, and it's kind of our job to protect her as well as we possibly can. I'm putting out a lot of damage, but unfortunately I don't have a tremendous amount of follow-up. Oh no, the enemy Immortal actually procced. I didn't see that at all. I don't know how I missed that, actually. Medevac was back up, but I was already on the way, so that doesn't really end up mattering. We're not going to lose the fort, but it's still going to hurt. A lonely Kerrigan is coming in, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going to get in here, use Gilnean Cocktail to clear these lanes a little bit faster. We're still in a pretty good position, got basically a full level ahead of the enemy team. I am going to... Oh! There's the enemy team. Okay. Can we do something here? We should be able to. Oh no, ETC's not here. ETC's not here. I didn't even realize. Yep. Did not realize that ETC had decided to trot off the top lane. Had I known that, that is not an engagement I would have gone for, and as a result, we are definitely going to lose that bot fort. I'm not sure what the logic there was. Oh well. Well, we're about to be back up. Let me check, is Morales' medevac back up? Yes, it is. I don't know why he didn't just try to leave. I don't know what you're doing there. Well, yeah. Forgot they're right at our gates. Why would we use the medevac? So, gonna get in here, start chucking out some safe cocktail damage. Unfortunately, we are slightly behind in experience, but oh, a big. There's a go for the throat, and here's another go for the throat. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do anything, but I did take out their main support, which is pretty solid. We do need to take out this bruiser camp before it can do anything, though. Let's see. Probably going to go with Inner Beast increasing movement speed, because it seems that I do need to be fairly mobile over the course of this game in particular. Lily's about to come up, so we're not able to get a tremendous amount of utility off of her death, but hey, it's still something to delay them slightly. I'm pinging my team to assist me here. I'm going to come around the back to try and cut off this Sonya, but it looks like she is going to exit pretty much immediately. Going to run her off, and then we are going to immediately move top to start attacking the enemy Immortal. They didn't get a tremendous amount of burn done, so we actually have the opportunity to do something here. Unfortunately, Morales gets bodied right there. I feel like the team's kind of falling apart right now, and I'm not exactly sure why. Well, ETC is, like, not the worst player I've seen, but he's really not appealing for people. Like, I don't think he understands that he needs to be protecting the damage dealers. So, I'm gonna let him know. Like, really, ETC is one of the best peelers in the game, so he kind of needs to, you know, get in there and help him out more. Okay, so we are coming in, unfortunately, just in enough time for Kael'thas to die, so we're not going to be able to initiate on this, basically. We're now basically a level behind in experience because we've been taking all these needless deaths, and, yep, there's Morales in a bad spot. I will be able to get out safely, but without a warrior there, I mean, I can't do any sort of meaningful peel, and we are going to lose another. The Sonya took leap, I just heard that, and Muradin walked right into that. Our Muradin's died 7 times. Okay, so this explains why this game is going poorly now. I don't get the logic there. No need. ETC, please, for Christ's sake. Okay, we do manage to take out the Sonya. I don't know if we're going to be able to convert that into a great deal more. So it's kind of funny, I went a Gilnean cocktail build, but I've been spending most of my time in Worgen form trying to get kills. We're almost certainly going to lose this fort up here, but we still need to take down the Punisher, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, out. Damn it. I wish there was an option to click through my portrait, like you can click through the mini-map. Oh. Okay, so gonna get in here, do as much damage as we possibly can to this Immortal. It shouldn't take much more than the wall. I don't know if it'll even put any damage on keep, honestly. We're burning it down that quickly. But still not an ideal situation. Did someone take Mule? Did Morales actually take Mule? Oh, that's the first I've seen of it. In that case, I'm going to use that just because he's going to smash it immediately. So, okay, we got a medevac up. ETC is going off and doing his own thing. Kind of wish medevac would move your camera for you when you're in it. I've always found that kind of strange. But it looks like we're going to get in here and try to get a revenge kill on this keep right here, which is not really a bad idea. Oh. I'm going to get in here, do whatever I possibly can, which apparently is not a great deal. We just got collapsed on there and just completely eliminated. So, well, get the Empowered Cocktail, but that that might result in a GG right there. Not that they're going to roll in and take our corner right now, but that might just set us back enough that we can't do a whole hell of a lot. Yeah, well, the weak point on our team is definitely our Muradin. I don't know... What's his... He took... Muradin taking block, then Thunderburn, then Piercing Bolt, Avatar, Healing Static, and Heavy. I don't even know what that build is. That's so bizarre. Yeah, our warriors are kinda not doing their jobs. They're not really peeling. Using our empowered Gilnean cocktails to try and get some damage done. We're putting out a lot of damage, but the problem is they're able to heal through it all, basically. So, especially because my team is not here, and I don't exactly know why that is. Kind of wish... There we go. See, this is our opportunity to turn it around, right? Okay, perfect. There we go. That's a turnaround right there. Unfortunately, she gets the blind off, so we're not going to be able to kill her. But this should easily secure us an immortal. I mean, that's 3 members of the enemy team down for 40 seconds. I say we get in here, we do as much damage as we possibly can, and yeah, try to push that and take bare minimum keep. I think we could theoretically push the core with it if we play smart. Unfortunately, the only problem is that the enemy team is also very close to getting level 20. I mean, they're about a level and a half ahead of us, which means they're going to get it a lot faster, so we need to kind of put as much damage down as we possibly can right now. Unfortunately, I dived in a little bit early and got stunned out, but it doesn't really matter since we're still going to easily pick up this immortal with little to no interference from the enemy team. That Lily keeps poking around, and once we're no longer distracted by this immortal, I think we can dive on her pretty hard. Can I kill her with a Gilnean cocktail? Unfortunately, I am not able to, but the problem is the whole enemy team is coming in right now, so we need to head out. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, no, that's super bad. Super bad. I was trying to help him out a little bit, but obviously the ETC is not going to peel for me. We do manage to get a revenge kill on the enemy Tyrael, so that's good. The friendly immortal is going to easily go through that fort, and now we're getting bruisers. That seems kind of late. I mean, if we can pick up the kill on this Tassadar, that's all good, but I don't know if that's going to happen if he went full race car. Oh, there he is. Okay. So, managed to get those bruisers, which is nice, but isn't going to contribute a tremendous amount. Fortunately, though, we do have basically a full shield immortal, so it is going to put some pretty heavy damage onto that keep. Hopefully. If they don't manage to burn it down too quickly. It looks like ETC is deciding to engage alongside the Immortal, while the rest of the team has kind of a better idea of pushing top. But Kael'thas just is kind of being a little bit of a weirdo. Oh, Jesus. No one paid attention to the catapult. That was on our course, so we're now down to 66% health. That's great. Okay, we got a medevac coming. I'm going to follow Morales, who kind of could have been healing me a bit more over the course of this game, but whatever, I'm not going to judge too badly. I'm going to get in here. I'm just going to war, going to try and burn these things down as quickly as possible. Can we take down the Sonya? Yeah, we should be able to. Okay, we've managed to take down the Sonya. Unfortunately, our Muradin is nowhere to be found, so we have to back out of here. I don't know where he is, and Kael'thas is dead too. I didn't even notice that. People are dying in these kind of weird ways. I'm not even sure how it's happening. I mean, there's nothing I can do for the Morales right now. Muradin is here. Oh my god. And that is what we call a peel. That was not bad at all. Fortunately, the Tyrael gives me a good target to Dark Flight and then disengage from our Muradin falling yet again. I was kind of hoping that he would accidentally teleport over the gate, giving us a free kill, so we do manage to pick the Sonya, but we don't manage to get those bruisers, and what we really desperately need to do is, this is a questionable idea right here. I mean, it's something, but it's definitely a questionable one. Okay, here, we're just going to end this as quickly as possible. So, I mean, it's not a bad call, because Immortals haven't quite spawned yet. If we can blow up this Yes, we can blow up the Kerrigan. That's pretty solid. That's not bad at all, actually. She took the Zergling thing. Oh my god. I'm going to take the Blunderbuss just so I can get a little bit more damage down. Inner Beast is down for a couple seconds, but there we go. Now I got it. This has been a challenging game. Morales, please stop getting stunned. We need you. I'm going to get behind the ETC and then oh, that was a terrible move on the part of Miss Sonya over there. Just kind of putting herself behind the team, but not in a position to actually get anything done. I'm throwing out cocktails. I'm trying to do everything that I possibly can here. But I don't know where KT is. Where is... was Kael'thas dead? Okay, well... Yep, that's going to be a team wipe right there. That pick on the Kerrigan didn't do a whole lot for us. Didn't even realize that the enemy task started taking Archon. I think that's the first time I've seen it this game. And there goes ETC. I don't know where Kael'thas was during that. Serious lack of communication is kind of killing us right now. Did those bruisers even do anything? No, the bruisers got eliminated basically instantly. I'm kind of surprised that they decided to do that little mini push instead of just wait for DS. What's DS? And of course, Kael'thas is not going to listen to that advice. So Morales is back up. That's good. Really, Kael'thas should just hearth back and wait for it. Yep, nope. Now, you see, now he's gonna get blown up. Well, Morales, you need to go to him too. What are you doing? What were you... like... I mean, it'd be... You see, we shouldn't even be going in here. Yeah, there's no point to this. It's not going to do anything. Yep. We can, of course, blow up the Tyrael. Ah, God, no, I don't have any healing on me. I can't do it. I'm trying to dive and get kills, but, they're actually peeling for each other, so me and Kael'thas are basically even in hero damage, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the game right here. Looking at my stats, I did fairly well. I mean, highest in siege and hero damage, but honestly, I'm going to say this one's on our Muradin. He's been getting blown up so much throughout this game, and our ETC really hasn't been meaningfully healing for anyone. Well, there's something, I guess. The tour bus, unfortunately, not getting anything done. Yup, and that's going to be GG for us. Ah, boy. Well, we'll take a look at the stats. I mean, we just looked at him, but we'll get a better idea. We'll take a look at those. That Sonya actually used Leap to pretty good effect there to lock people down, and in a comp as divey as theirs, it kind of makes sense. Oh well. Let's take a look at stats. So, I died 6 times by the end. You know, pretty much on par with the rest of the team. Morales did an admirable job healing. I'm going to say that this loss is basically on our warriors. Okay, you see, now we're starting to get to a point where people aren't making, like, egregiously ridiculous decisions, so this can actually be a little bit more educational. What did we see time and time again with ETC? ETC is, I mean, Muradin, whatever, he's a write-off. He just kept diving and dying over and over again. Seemed to think that he was Illidan or something. But our ETC had problems, and they were a little more subtle. And as I said, what you saw time and time again is the team getting chased and ETC retreating along with the rest of the team, but then really not peeling in any meaningful way for me or for Kael'thas or for Lieutenant Morale. I mean, you saw it at the very first Immortal, me and ETC running away from, I think it was Tyrael, and ETC would not throw out a power slide. He wouldn't throw out a face melter. He wouldn't throw out anything to try and assist my escape. Now, I got away all right there, but in a lot of other circumstances, I would have been dead instantly. And that's kind of the issue, is we had a lot of meat on our team, just in terms of we had 2 full tanks versus the enemy team who had, you know, a bruiser and someone who could arguably solo tank, but it's tricky. And as a result, the enemy team had like a damage advantage over us, and they used that to pierce through and take out the Morales, take me out. I mean, it was really difficult for me to assist a lot of the times just because of the spread healing between the Lili and the Tassadar, but as you see, I mean, I did almost as much damage as Kael'thas, so I was doing my job. I did the most siege damage because I was the one working on the Immortal, and my XP contribution wasn't bad either. But I'm definitely going to rest this one at the feet of ETC and Muradin, because that's the thing about being a warrior. This was an extremely positional game. It really necessitated ETC and Muradin working together, probably Muradin on the very front to assist it to be the tip of the spear, and ETC kind of hanging around the back line to peel when the enemy team dived, as they did a lot. As you can see, we've got a Tyrael with Judgment, we've got Sonya with Leap, and we've got Kerrigan just as Kerrigan. They've got a whole lot of initiation on their team, and to counter that properly, we needed to have that organized group setup, but that's really difficult to do in a quick match environment. So anyway, guys, I hope you learned something. I'm not too upset about this loss, because this is one you can actually learn from. If you guys play Warriors, just try and keep in mind your role and don't get tunnel vision on just yourself. As a warrior, your job is to facilitate the rest of the team, much in the same way that a support does. And if you're not doing that, you're probably going to lose. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this content, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to the channel for more Heroes of the Storm content and related stuff. So, I mean, that's about it for today, kids. As always, I will see you in the Nexus. Have a good one.